Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with another video. Yes, I have taken a few days off to assess all of the drama that Meghan and Harry have been up to. And it seems as though they have become unstuck yet again regarding their reality TV show that is set to air very soon via Netflix. Now, according to you guys and a lot of online sources that I have been reading, Meghan and Harry's children are fake. I initially was dubious about that. I didn't quite understand how they could have these two fake child models who they are posing with, but it seems to be proving a major issue for them regarding this reality TV show. Now, we know that Meghan and Harry are very much on guard when it comes to having the media, when it comes to exposing themselves to the media, allegedly, unless there's money involved. Now that the money is on the table, everything seems to be up for grabs and seemingly for sale. So I found this online source, which I'm going to share with you guys. And then, of course, as usual, I'm going to drop my thoughts. So they're having problems with the TV show executives because they do not want to expose their true children on screen. But it seems as though that seems to be a part of the deal. Another thing that is strange about this Harry and Meghan narrative is that we've never actually really seen any kind of live and direct moving videography or imagery that is really quite tangible of their children. Is it a case whereby they just want to protect their identity, or is it a case whereby these children actually don't exist and they are simply child models? Everything seems to be unraveling as I speak. So let me get into this source. Harry and Meghan Markle are set to give a rare insight into their lives for a new reality TV show. According to reports, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are said to be planning an at-home style docuseries, having allowed TV cameras into their Montecito home and on their New York trip last September as part of their $100 million Netflix deal. After being sidelined at the Queen's Jubilee Platinum celebrations and seeing their popularity plummet, which led to the couple flying back to the US early with their kids, Archie and Lily. They was probably more than welcome to attend the final day of the Platinum Jubilee celebrations and watch the live royal parade along with the other lesser royals and senior royals alike, with baby Lily and with Archie. Of course, they could have done that because we did see Sarah Phillips and her children, who are also around the same age, in attendance, having a lovely time, waving at the cameras, bouncing the kids on their laps and their knees, so on and so forth. They decided to opt out of that, but then Meghan actually released this extremely highly edited image which looked nothing like how she actually looked during the weekend with Lily for her birthday. And it seemed as though there wasn't really that many people at this first birthday party for Lily. And of course, she did not look like herself either. She was a lot thinner. Her cheekbones had been somewhat compressed. Her nose was sloping down and her chin was elongated. She didn't actually look like the same person. And then we got this seemingly clear photo of a little girl who seems to be an auburn hair color. And that was pretty much it. There was no birthday cake. Of course, William and Kate was not in attendance because they had royal duties to attend to over the 4-day celebration. So it was all very weird and choreographed and staged. I'm going to carry on with this article. The Sussexes are said to be desperate to remain relevant, particularly with the huge sums of money involved. News of the reality show comes 2 years after Harry and Meghan stepped down from their royal responsibilities and decided to distance themselves altogether from the monarchy by moving to California. Duncan Larkham, who is a royal biographer, went on many world tours with Harry, tells us exclusively what we can expect from the show, which has already been branded as tacky. We will see some intimate moments between them because if the sums of money involved are accurate, Netflix are going to want more than just footage of Harry doing the washing up. They'll have to show some of the reality inside the world of Harry and Meghan's lives. We can see who wears the trousers and their arguments and even their rows. You can imagine the revelations that could come out from conversations being filmed and broadcast. It would be embarrassing. You can imagine the Spielbergs popping around for a barbecue, James Corden fawning all over them. The former royal editor says that their kids are very likely to be on screen, a huge contradiction to the Sussexes' desire for privacy. How could you have a fly-on-the-wall docuseries and not feature the children, he says. So are they going to turn Archie and Lilibet into TV superstars just because Netflix are paying them lots and lots of money? There's been a lot of speculation about this, as I said, and they are currently arguing with the executives at Netflix regarding showing of their kids. They're very precious about the children. There's no videography really of their kids apart from that Africa trip whereby Meghan was walking around with Archie, and that's pretty much it. They haven't really been seen since they moved to America, and this is a bone of contention for Harry and Meghan. They are definitely going to have to give their pound of flesh for this $100 million. And they simply just do not like it. Is it because they have something to hide? Is it because these kids are fake? At this point, it's anyone's guess. Duncan also believes the couple's conversations about their families will also be captured by the cameras, which followed them on their recent trips to New York and the Netherlands. I can't see how they can do an honest portrayal of their lives without touching on such things like Meghan and her father or Harry's relationship with William. The reality is Harry is at war with the British royal family, so they either have to censor that completely or not, which will be horrendous for the likes of William and Prince Charles. These reality TV shows really want to dig beneath the surface. They told us they wanted to go and live a quieter life, have a lower profile life. Then basically ever since they've arrived in California, they've put themselves up for sale to the highest bidder. This smells of desperation for them because if they command the millions of pounds they're offered just to open the doors for a full insight into their lives, then they're selling the very thing that they always fought to keep private, which is themselves. But of course, we know that Harry and Meghan did not want to keep anything private. It's always been about the money. And I'm not going to knock them for being gravelicious and money hungry, because who doesn't want more money? But it's their integrity that's at stake. They said they wanted a private life. They felt as though their royal life was extremely exploitative, taxing, and somewhat very dangerous for their children. And yet here they are selling themselves. And these, are they real, fake children? We don't know. Are they stand-in child models? We don't know. To the world at large. So it concludes with, while the documentary, which comes after several explosive TV interviews by the couple in which they have openly critiqued the royal family, could be a sensational success, Duncan said there's a huge risk that it could all backfire on the couple. There's a lot riding on this program. Following the cancellation of Meghan's animated series Pearl for the streaming service, I'm not sure that inviting the cameras into your home at a time when you're at loggerheads with both of your families on both sides is even a good move. Harry is box office gold. He's the rock star royal, and the public have always adored him. Well, that's completely changed. They despise him now. It's whether those qualities will shine through or whether it will just be the Meghan show. It is really a big gamble, because if it doesn't work, then there won't be more million-pound offers. Netflix want this to be juicy, controversial, as talked about as they possibly can. It's just a question as to what Harry and Meghan are prepared to do to please their paymasters. The show could have repercussions for the couple, as it could see them being shunned by the royal family. Even more to say, the palace is twitchy about this. It is an understatement. There's a lot of unease about Harry and Meghan keeping their titles because that's what they're selling, and this could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Duncan says they will want to distance the royal family and the monarchy brand from them altogether. If this show goes ahead, the Queen will almost certainly strip them of their titles, and this could really stir up the hornet's nest. So this article really does focus on the complexities of the reality TV show and what is at stake here. It doesn't touch upon the children, but then it does slightly, because this was a significant point. It was a poignant moment during the Oprah Winfrey interview whereby Meghan said her son was not for sale. She felt as though Archie had no protection, and she felt as though he was in danger from the speculation and the interrogation of the British media. So she wanted to remove her son from an extremely potentially dangerous environment because he was not receiving royal protection. Here she is, literally 2 years later, selling him for every penny that she can get her scrapping hands on. So to conclude, guys, this is the end of this video, and of course I will be back with another one. Bye guys.